Believe it or not, I was into Dora the Explorer as a youngling, for it was a cartoon that taught kids to speak Spanish. Dora eventually grew up just like everyone else has, or will, leading to a series where she's a preteen, and little did we think that there'd be a live-action, theatrical movie adaptation where Dora's a teenager. I wasn't sure about this movie at first, although I was curious and thought I should watch it to review it via a YouTube video. And here's a spoiler alert for you, just in case. Grab your backpack, jump in, and vamonos! Can't believe I said that. Anywho, hey, I'm Owen, the fiction fanboy, and here's my review on Dora and the Lost City of Gold. To make Dora fans feel at home, the movie begins with a live-action version of the theme song from the show. Kind of. Parents won't always be able to save their children, and you definitely have to take that advice when living in the jungle. Our first time seeing Dora and her cousin Diego on an adventure together would be their last together for a while, since Diego's family was moving to LA. So it was just Dora, her parents, Boots the monkey, and Backpack the backpack. After a decade, Dora's parents have finally found the location of the Inca city of Gold Parapata. Sadly for Dora, her parents decided to send Dora to Diego's home city for high school. She started out fine, give or take a few things. However, some kids found her to be weird and went to extreme lengths, like calling her Dorca and making Diego feel embarrassed. And worse, she fears that her parents are obsessed with their discovery, knowing they haven't talked to her on the phone or anything. Despite that, and considering a pep talk she had with another family member, she's still filled with positivity. On field trip day, Dora, Diego, Sammy, and Mandy were grouped together, and Dora's curiosity got them trapped and sent to Peru. The teens escape, only for Swiper the Fox to steal Dora's map. A man named Alejandro helped Dora and her friends, and he said he was a friend of Dora's parents who want to get to Dora's parents before the mercenaries do. Wanting to see her parents again more than ever, she wants to take the journey, whereas Sammy and Mandy just want to go home. Like how Dora knew very little about the modern times with technology in high school, Sammy and Mandy have little to no knowledge on how to survive a jungle in the real world. One obstacle to mention is the quicksand that was capable of making fart noises, and just when splitting up seemed like a good idea after meeting an elderly woman who tried to warn them of their doom, Dora, Diego, and Alejandro saw a huge field of big pink flowers ahead. What are those flowers packed with? Pollen. Breathing that pollen caused Dora, Diego, and Alejandro to turn animated. Before you call me crazy, you should watch the movie or just that single scene for yourself, and then see who's crazy. Some people thought that after witnessing that scene, the TV show the movie is based on was just a hallucination or dream live-action Dora had for a long period of time. I'm not here to discuss whether those theory makers are right or wrong though, since the animation didn't last for the remainder of the movie. The group is reformed, and they get past more hazards. Good news, Dora got to see her parents. Bad news, Alejandro was the main villain all along. You can say he outwitted and or lied to Dora. He never met Dora's parents until he and the mercenaries captured them and the teens. A forced trip to Parapata happens, yet Boots was able to free the teens, and Boots has a talk with Dora using a manly voice. Because why not? Dora then thinks that letting the mercenaries possess the treasure from the temple they're going to will get her parents released. Even after solving the puzzles and avoiding the danger, Alejandro somehow got to the teens. Alejandro thought the treacherous idol would be his, and he thought wrong as he fell for a trap. The Parapata soldiers and Queen caught the mercenaries, and if it wasn't for Dora's ability to speak Quechua, the good people would have been caught too. With permission from the Queen, Dora was allowed to show her who she is by showing the right path as an explorer. Where she did wise, Swiper was foolish and swiped the idol, angering the gods. Everyone escaped the tumbling temple. Dora's mother and father were proud to call her the greatest explorer in the world. So proud that they wanted to have another adventure together. As good as that sounded, Dora feels like she needs to learn more about the school culture, and her parents were cool with that. The school sings and dances to a newer version of We Did It. Alejandro will be a prisoner in Parapata for 1,000 years. Dora's parents stopped Swiper from swiping treasure, and the Fiesta Trio can be seen after the credits. I'll go out and say that this was one of 2019's biggest surprises in terms of movies. How we got a year where Kim Possible and Lion King sucks while Dora and Angry Birds don't is beyond me. The writing was pretty good, the animation for that one scene was amazing, and Isabella Moner was fit for the title character role. Michael Pena as Dora's father had me worried, but it wasn't really anything to sweat over in the finalized film. I'm glad someone kicked Michael Bay out of the director's chair, for the reason that he's not known for making kids movies. And about that, Alejandro did take off his clothes in the animated scene, and edited in other countries or not, I wouldn't have little kids see that, especially if it's a movie based on a kiddie show. Also, CGI Boots without boots on his feet for a majority of the film is like Tails the Fox without tails. Lastly, there's a bit too much juvenile humor. Not enough to gross me out, though. Dora and the Lost City of Gold turned out to be better than I thought, and can see why it was a motion picture. I almost want to give this movie 4 out of 5 stars. I said almost. I like it, but not that much. 3 3/4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, that's more accurate. Not every live-action movie based on a cartoon is a disaster, and Dora gave me hope that there will be more cinematic surprises in the future. Want more fiction? Then please do what my friends say, comment below, and follow me on Instagram for thumbnail previews and teasers for upcoming YouTube videos. Fiction Fanboy has finished this video. Everyone keep fantasizing, and good night-o!